Good morning. How are you this morning? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. And how are you? Oh, this is Morning Inspiration. This is your girl Yvonne Michéle. And this is Manifest Monday. Manifest Monday. Now, before I even get into, I want to welcome those of you who are on Instagram, welcome those of you who are on Facebook. I want to welcome everybody this morning. Now, one of the things I'm going to ask you to do, so I'm going to just move things over, is to share this with your network. Okay? Share. That's what we are going to do today. So just get these little banner things up and working this morning. Yes, let's put this up here. So good morning. It is so good to be here, so good to be alive this morning, so good to be able to bring this to you. So this is Manifest Monday. As you know, we have been working, we've been looking, we've been striving towards manifesting different things in our lives. And let me tell you this, let me just tell you this. We have been manifesting like crazy. It is absolutely gone berserk, and I cannot even begin to tell you the things that have been manifested over the last few weeks. And I'm telling you, it's so much so that it's scary. It is scary. So as we go on now, and we are progressing, I started to think about, actually last week I left you with a story about the eagle, didn't I? The eagle and how powerful the eagle is. And I just gave you a brief story about what the mother eagle does with her eaglets and how she pushes them out of the nest, and how eagles make it ready for eagles to soar and to fly. And so this morning, in my thought processes, I started to think about, well, actually, it was over the weekend, I started to think about leadership and what does it take to create or become a great leader. Because right now, let me just be honest with you, right now, we need great leaders. We are looking for great leaders. We are looking for leaders to some people are looking for leaders to follow. Now, this is the difference between I started to think about the principles. Sorry, I've got something in my eye. I started to think about the principles of leadership and what that entails. And I started to think about the animal kingdom, because I had mentioned about the eagle. And there are two animals in the animal kingdom that are powerful leaders that we can learn a lot from. And so as we were on the eagle, I started to investigate even more about the eagle. And I have some things here to share with you this morning, to motivate you, to inspire you, and to empower you to be better, to go better, to go higher, to do more, to strive higher, and to be that leader in your own life. Be that leader for your family. Be that leader for your community. Be that leader for your nation, for the world, right? And this is what we're going to be talking about. Now, I'm going to put a caveat on that, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to get through all of it today. So it may spill over till tomorrow. It may spill over to Wednesday. It may spill over for the whole week. But I want you to get this, because I believe that everybody on this, listening to this, that are following me, that have been inspired by me, I believe that you are leaders. You are all leaders. And so again, I just want to welcome those of you who are on Instagram. I want to welcome those of you who are on Facebook. I want to also welcome those on YouTube and Love Zone Radio, who we are syndicating with through this season. So if you are hearing me under the sound of my voice, this is for you. This is not, you're not hearing this by accident. You are not hearing this by chance. You are hearing this because you are supposed to hear it. You are hearing this because you have been predestined to hear this word, for it to ignite your spirit, for you to do something. Okay, this for you to do something. Okay, so we're going to go. So we're going to look at leadership traits, on what the eagle it amplifies and what it signifies. Okay, so right, here we go. So number one, and do you know what? Let me just say this: if you've got a pen, write this down. Write these tools, write these strategies, because you know we're all about strategies, we're all about tools, we're all about advancing and doing what we need to do to go better, to go higher. Okay, so here we go. Number one is courage. These are the traits of leadership. These are the things that you are going to need going forward. It's courage, and they're in no order, right? It's not steps. These are just the fundamentals. Okay, so right, so number one, courage. Eagles, this is how eagles are. Eagles, you don't see an eagle flying with a whole heap of birds. You just don't. And that takes courage. Eagles fly alone. And when you become a leader, when you become somebody that people start to look to, there comes a time in it where you are going to find yourself in a lonely space, because not everybody can come with you on your journey. Right? I'm going to say that again. Not everybody can come with you on your journey. So eagles fly alone. They also fly. This is what makes them different from the other birds, from the sparrows, from the ravens and the other small birds. This is what makes them different. They fly at a high altitude, right? They fly at a high altitude. That means that when I say, yes, guys, we're going higher, we're going higher, we're going higher, this is what I'm talking about. The altitude that we are vibrating on is higher than what you ever imagine. Right? So you have to fly. The eagles fly at a higher altitude. So what I'm saying is, in all of what I'm saying in this here, is that eagles fly alone and they fly at high altitudes. It's make sure that you keep the right company, right? Make sure that you keep the right company, because eagles, like I say, fly alone. So you'll see many people who are okay, so you've got people who aspire other people. You've got people like Anthony Robbins, you've got Mel Robbins, you've got Les Brown. You don't see them with a lot of people. You don't see those people who are motivating, those people who are achieving, those people who are doing significant things in the world. You don't see them with a whole heap of people around them. You don't. And you have to ask yourself why that is. And the reason is because when you become a leader, you have to stand out and you have to feel comfortable standing out. And I want you to hear me this morning, because some of us want to be leaders, but we don't want to stand out. We don't want people to see us. We thought, oh, why are they looking at me? I feel so uncomfortable. Then you have to consider that you're not a leader. If you are a leader, you're going to stand out. If you're a leader, you're going to have to go higher and go above the altitude. Go fly at a high altitude that the other birds can't fly that high. And don't feel bad about it. Embrace it. Embrace it. Okay, number two. Right. Traits of a good leader is to have vision. And we talk about vision all the time. We talk about the vision because we're manifesting. What is the vision? What do you see? Where you're going? How are you going to get there? But a good leader has vision. If you are following somebody that doesn't have a vision of going anywhere, I'm going to challenge you to stop. Excuse me. I'm going to challenge you to stop this morning, because every good, solid leader has a solid vision. You as the follower should have a vision too. Right, so here what the eagle has accurate vision. The eagle has the ability, hear this, to focus on something as far as 5 sorry, let me say that again, as far as 5 kilometers away. That's far, because that bird is a small, compared to the other birds, it's quite big when it opens its wings. But think about the size of an eagle to where you are, right? To your size. The size of an eagle, no, it can see as far as 5 kilometers away. So it has great vision. But also what the eagle has, it has this focus. If you watch, if you watch wildlife programs, you will see, and you watch an eagle, when an eagle is about to launch on its prey, there's nothing that can take its focus away. It is locked in, it is locked down, and it's like, that is what I'm going to do. And then the eagle goes in for the kill. So how many of you are focused on something and then you get distracted? And then you're looking elsewhere. And then you come back, and then the thing that you were focusing on has changed. You must have a laser focus. If you're going to be a leader, you must have a laser focus. You've got to focus on whatever it is you're doing today. You've got to focus. No matter what the obstacle, the eagle will not move its focus from the prey until it grabs it. Right? And this is you ladies, gentlemen, you are eagles. Those of you who are listening to the sounds of my voice, those of you who are, who are stuck and unsure of where you're going, this is the issue. This is the reason why you are stuck. This is the reason why you don't know what to do, because you do not focus. Focus is key. You cannot let anything, ladies, let me tell you this, especially the single ladies. I'm going to say this because we're going to mix and blend today. Single ladies, let me tell you this. You may be doing your business and you may be doing stuff really, really well. And then someone comes along. Don't let that person be a distraction. Don't let that person be a distraction. Stay focused. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't have relationships. I'm not saying that you shouldn't indulge in getting to know people. But never let anything or anyone distract you from what you are focusing on. Do you hear me? And that is for men and women. Do make sure that you are laser focused at what you are doing, because this is what the eagle does. We heard about the eagle and how it flies. It takes its eaglet out and it drops it. Do you think an eagle could drop its own eaglet and not be focused? No, you have to be focused. Yeah, you have to be focused. You have to be focused. Right? Remain focused no matter what the obstacles. Focus. Right. Number three, I'm just whizzing through this, is resilience. These are the qualities, the leadership skills that we find from an animal such as an eagle. The eagle is a resilient bird, the biggest, the best, strongest bird in the bird kingdom. So the eagle does not eat dead things, doesn't go where things don't grow. So my message to you today is to make sure that wherever you are, whatever you are doing, make sure that you're in a place of growth. Leaders are people who leaders are people who other people follow. We say sheep, like the sheep follow the leader. Follow the leader, follow the leader. Listen, what I say is eagles don't eat dead things. They only eat live prey. Live prey. The significance of that is that everything that they do, it is an environment that is conducive to them. So as leaders, we have to create the environment. This is what a good leader will do. And if you are with a leader that is not creating the environment for you, you've got to question why. You've got to question, because this is now about us taking our own responsibility for our own lives and moving forward and doing what you're supposed to be doing. There's no point in you following somebody that's dead, because they're dead. You have to follow living stones, living things that are going to push you forward. And I'm saying this to you this morning. The Holy Spirit is talking this morning, because some of you are in dead situations. Some of you, even in your relationships are dead, right? Your relationships are dead. Everything around you, your whole environment is not conducive to your growth this morning. And so you have to take responsibility and put yourself in a position where you are with somebody that is going to lead you into the paths of righteousness. Hallelujah. No, but you know what I mean. You've got to find that. So and as a leader, as you are all leaders, every single person listening to the sound of my voice is a leader in their own right. You may not be a leader out on the street or in your community, but you are a leader in your home. You are a leader in your family. You are a leader amongst your siblings. You are the leader. And so your environment has to be conducive to your leadership. And this is what the eagle does. So the eagle never eats dead things. They only feed on fresh prey. They do not rely, hear this. They do not rely on the things of the past, because they are constantly in the present. So this is a little shift. How many of you out there listening to me are focusing on things that happened 2 weeks ago? That happened? How many of you are focusing on things that happened 3 days ago? How many of you are thinking about what happened a month ago and are still regurgitating it in your mind? How many of you are doing that? I come to disrupt your thinking this morning. I come to talk to you about that thinking this morning of the past. Your past is the reason why it's called the past, is because it's in the past. And so you have to leave it there. Yeah? Leave your past where it belongs, in the past. Now, I'm not saying that you don't reflect and say, oh, this is where I've come from. Of course you do. But what I'm saying to you is your environment has to be conducive to where you are going, not where you're coming from. Oh, that was juicy. Your environment has to be conducive to where you are going, not where you are coming from. Because if it's where you're coming from, you're going to stay there. You're going to stay there forever, end of day, and you will be stuck. You will be stuck, and you'll be stuck there forever. You'll be upset with yourself. You'll be frustrated within yourself because you are stuck. Your environment as a leader is key. Listen, I've got 10 loads of stuff here on leadership. But you know what? You know we're out of time, don't you, this morning? And I felt that we wouldn't get through all of it. But what I want to do is let you know that I will continue with the eagle tomorrow. I will complete the eagle tomorrow, because it is so key. The eagle is such a powerful animal that we can learn so much from. And you know what? If the eagle can do all of this stuff, what more can we do? And the reason why I say this is because we as humans have been given dominion over every animal of this planet. We are superior over every animal. We think differently, but we can learn so much from how animals interact, because we are animals. We are part of the animal kingdom. We are human beings. If you don't want to like it, it's the truth. Go look it up. If you don't believe me, go look it up. But what I'm saying is, so just to recap, first of all, you must, as a leader, you must have courage. You must have courage to go on this path by yourself. There's going to come a time, I promise you, that you are going to have to walk this journey by yourself. It might not be the whole journey, but some of the journey. And you are going to have the courage to walk the walk and talk the talk as a leader in your own right. as a leader, as somebody who stands out, as somebody that is bigger, bolder, brighter than your counterparts, you just got to get used to the fact of who you are. Embrace yourself, right? So, and it's about having so eagles fly alone, and they fly at a high altitude. So that means that you're going to have to bring yourself higher. You're going to have to bring your thinking higher. You're going to have to bring your work ethic higher, to a higher capacity. There are some things now, ladies and gentlemen, that you've been doing it for 4 years, 3 years, 2 years. You're going to have to make a 2 millimeter shift, a 2 millimeter shift. Yeah. So that you go higher, so your altitude, your fly. Listen, eagles don't flap; they soar, and they soar high. They soar really high, and this is where you, as leaders, you have to get to. I have to get to. You remember, eagles don't soar with sparrows. They don't soar with the ravens, and they don't soar with the smaller birds. They soar alone, okay, or with other eagles. There's something. So find yourself an eagle. Second was, eagles have accurate vision. Make the vision plain. Write it down. Make it plain. So he who reads it will run with it. Yeah? Yeah? Right? So he who reads it will run with it. So they have the ability to focus on something as far as 5 kilometers away. Yes? So focus your vision. You have to, don't let anything distract you from your vision. Do not let anything or anyone distract you from your vision, right? And you remain focused no matter what obstacles come in your way. Remain focused until you get your prey. Next one, number 3, the eagles don't eat dead things. They don't eat dead things. They only eat live things. So they are around things that bring life, that give life. And so as an eagle, as a leader, that your environment is key. Your environment is key. I'll say it again. Your environment is absolutely essential to where you are going. If you are in a bad environment, nothing will grow from it. You have to position yourself in the right position so that you can go forth and soar. You need to be in an environment where your wings can be extended fully. There's no point in being in an environment where you can only put your wings out halfway and you can only show up half-heartedly. You need to be able to show up fully, unapologetically. And there's that word again from last week. Unapologetically, you have to be in an environment where you can stretch forth and soar and be who you are. Also, it also as I was saying, with the eagle, being in an environment, the right environment, is also being able to put the past behind you. Yeah, that's why it's called the past. So this is your girl, Yvonne Michéle. Thank you so much for joining in. Somebody say, we've had some comments this morning. We have had this. We've had some comments this morning. Good morning, Instagram. Thank you so much for being here again this morning. Also, thank you to those of you who are on Facebook. Love it this morning. Also, for those of you who are on YouTube, welcome this morning. Those of you who are on Love Zone Radio, good morning. And please comment on the thread. Give me some indication of what is good for you. Somebody is saying you need to have an hour show. We'll see. It's half an hour. Okay. And also, oh, there's a message here. So good, I forgot to comment. This is very deep and so true. The past is a foundation to the present, which is a stepping stone to the future. Boom. Well done. Thank you so much for that, Amina. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Find your own path. Listen, I'll be back here tomorrow from 9 a.m., between 9 a.m. and 9:30 for more morning inspiration. But do remember also, I'm back here tomorrow between the hours of 10 p.m. and midnight with After Dark Conversations. That is the relationship show for adults. If you are 40 upwards and you are interested in relationships, building better relationships, going higher in your relationships, and that's relationships across the board, do join our show. We are right here on Facebook and we are also on YouTube. There is no conversations with Yvonne, Michéle tonight. Just let you know that I'm taking a couple of weeks break and preparing to go on to the next part of the journey, the next part of the vision, which is TV. So as I announced last week, I have now got myself a new show which will be starting in towards the end of July. So no conversations with Yvonne, Michéle tonight. I'm taking a little bit of a break so that I can focus on the new show, but it will be back. It will be back. Okay, so for now this morning, have a great day. Be blessed. Stay focused. Stay laser focused. Don't let nothing shift your focus, ladies and gentlemen. You've got things to do. Let your light shine today. Let it shine. Do not dim your light, but let your light shine bright and bright and brighter. This is your girl, Yvonne Michéle. I'm out of here today and I'll be back 9 a.m. tomorrow morning with morning inspiration. Ciao for now.